In the previous two lectures we discussed two types of anticoagulant drugs, the activators of antithrombin 3 and vitamin K antagonists. So today we'll discuss the third type, the direct thrombin inhibitors. These agents directly inhibit thrombin, subsequently prevents the formation of fibrin, so prevents the clot formation. And they can be classified to parenteral and oral agents. The parenteral agents include Bivalirudin, Desirudin, Lepirudin, and Argatroban. And the oral agent is Dabigatran. Bivalirudin, Desirudin and Lepirudin are parenteral anticoagulant drugs that are analogues of Iodarycisumab, which is a thrombin inhibitor, derived from medicinal leech saliva. Bivalirudin is an alternative to heparin in patients undergoing percutaneous coronary intervention. Desirudin is indicated for the prevention of deep venous thrombosis in patients undergoing hip replacement surgery. Lepirudin is used for patients with thrombosis who already have or at risk for developing heparin-induced thrombocytopenia. Dosage adjustments for these agents are required in patients with renal impairment. Argitroban is a synthetic parenteral anticoagulant that is derived from L-arginine. It is used for the prophylaxis or treatment of venous thromboembolism in patients with heparin-induced thrombocytopenia, and it is also approved for use during percutaneous coronary intervention in patients who have or at risk for developing heparin-induced thrombocytopenia. It is metabolized in the liver, so it may be used in patients with renal dysfunction, but it should be used cautiously in patients with hepatic impairment. Like the other anticoagulant drugs, bleeding is the major side effect of these agents. Let's now talk about the oral agent, Dabigatranitec Silate. It is the prodrug of the active moiety Dabigatran. It is used in the prevention of stroke and systemic embolism in patients with non-valvular atrial fibrillation. It can be used as an alternative to enoxaparin for thromboprophylaxis in orthopedic surgery. And again, the major adverse effect, like other anticoagulants, is bleeding. But the good news is that there is an antidote to reverse the effect of Dabigatran. It is called Iodarycisumab. It is a monoclonal antibody fragment, indicated in patients treated with Dabigatran when reversal of the anticoagulant effects are needed, for emergency surgery or urgent procedures, or in the event of life-threatening or uncontrolled bleeding. Gastrointestinal adverse effects are common with this drug, and may include abdominal pain, dyspepsia, esophagitis, and gastrointestinal bleeding. Dabigatran should be used with caution in renal impairment. It shouldn't be suddenly stopped, as patients may be at increased risk for thrombotic events. That's all for this video. In the next lecture we'll talk about the selective factor Xa inhibitors. So subscribe and wait for the next video.